have braces. It's been about 5 weeks, approximately 5 weeks. I've already gone in for my first adjustment. I will have the bottom braces installed the next visit. I go once a month to have adjustments. So I've already had adjustments. I had the installation, and then 4 weeks later the adjustment. And then the next week I'm going to have another adjustment, like the equipment's going to be adjusted, and then I'll have the bottom installed. I first, just like for cosmetic, appearance, aesthetics, I chose turquoise rubber bands the first time, and I knew I wanted pink, and I don't know why I ended up going with the blue. I've seen it look nice on others, like I know that it looks good on others. And I was thinking that the pink would look better on me, but for some reason I chose the blue, and then I didn't really like the blue. It was okay, if I would wear like a shirt of that color, which I don't have a lot of clothes that color, but I did have a sweatshirt and a shirt. And I would notice that when it was color coordinated, it'd look a little better. But I think with pink, it's just, it has a softer look, and they are metal braces. It's all metal. I was thinking about getting the clear ones, but I ended up going with the metal. The first thing that I noticed, of course, is the sensation, the feeling of having braces on my teeth, and that took some getting used to. After a few hours, I felt a little more used to it, and I felt a little better, but it took a little while for me. It took a couple of weeks for me to get comfortable looking at people, like speaking with people and having the braces. Like I would think about them showing, and I would kind of press my lips against the braces, and that was probably the biggest adjustment. And eating to be, I actually think it's nice. I mean, I don't really have an issue with that. I use a Sonicare toothbrush, which is an electric toothbrush, and it works really well in general, but it's really nice, makes the whole cleaning process really easy with braces. Threaded floss, which is made especially to thread underneath the wire. Regular floss is working really well for that as well. I'm finding that I can thread just fine with a regular floss. And then I have soft picks. And the soft picks were recommended to me by my dental hygienist. I told her I was getting braces. I went in to have my teeth cleaned before having the braces installed. And I also went to see my dentist, and she suggested soft picks because she said it's quite a task to floss with braces. I already floss every day like that. Flossing was my biggest concern with braces because I like to floss every day, every single day, every 24 hours or whatever it is. I like to floss and floss thoroughly. I like the feeling of flossing. I like how well it cleans and it gets up into my gums and everything about it. I love everything about flossing. So it's not really that difficult, even flossing with the regular floss. And it doesn't really take that much time either. Like I expected it to be a little bit more of a time-consuming process, but it's actually not really that bad. However, I do only have the top installed. I know when I have the bottom installed, it'll be more work, but it's not going to really deter me from flossing. I'm going to continue to floss every day. The soft picks were a really good recommendation from my dental hygienist. I love those soft picks. At first, I wasn't sure how they would work. Like I was thinking to myself that they're not going to fit between my teeth, but it's actually a very pleasant experience. And she just told me to just kind of put the soft picks in between my teeth until I hear like a squeaky noise. And either I'll hear it on the first try, if not, I'll rinse it like I rinse each time, the soft pick. And then usually by the second time I'll hear a little squeaky sound, and then I'll move on to the next area. So it's like an additional tool, and I think even after my braces are off, I'll probably continue to use them. I went ahead and bought them in bulk. I bought 2 bulk packages at Costco, so I have plenty of those. I have tons of floss, and then also the toothbrush that I'm using is the Sonicare toothbrush, and my dental hygienist said that that's the best cleaning system, that would be like the best that she would recommend. I usually, like before braces, I would just use that toothbrush like every once in a while, and then I would just use like a hand-powered toothbrush. But now the Sonicare is amazing. at cleaning my teeth and at cleaning the braces. It's very nice. It's a very nice system. So that's been a lot of help and very pleasant. And I've already had the rubber bands changed. I have the pink now. I think the pink is a little bit softer. It's a nice contrast, like a kind of a, I feel like it has a softening effect against the metal, the metal. It does kind of push my upper lip forward. I feel like it does stimulate my upper lip, and I feel like it's not just pushing it forward, but I feel like it's making it plumper because of all the stimulation that it's getting from the braces, so that's kind of interesting. They were first installed, I did feel like certain areas were a little tender, and it's expected, that there's going to be movement. And that wasn't really a problem. I would just be careful. I was told, I can't just bite into an apple or like bite into a carrot, that I'd have to cut it in pieces and eat it. I've been careful, but there aren't any foods that I've avoided completely because of the braces. So that's good. And actually, I kind of like eating with braces because I feel like I remember this marine biology class that I took in college, and I remember learning about how certain whales, like humpback whales, they go up to Alaska in the summertime. Humpback whales are along the Pacific Ocean, and when they go up to Alaska, they feed on shrimp, and they have their teeth are their teeth are called baleen, and they filter the water, and so they filter, and the shrimp get caught in their teeth, and then I just like imagine them like sucking the shrimp out of their teeth, and just like how delicious they eat. Like they eat all the shrimp and everything, and so I kind of feel like I have like baleen kind of. Sometimes food will get caught and I'll kind of suck at the braces. Which I try not to do like in public, I have to admit that I do enjoy that. I have to ask my orthodontist, so if it's okay for me to be sucking on my braces like that, I try to be careful, but I don't want to mess the braces up. So it's going to be 2 months that I'm going to have just the top braces. It's already been just over a month. I have until the next visit of just, having the top braces on. So it's giving me a little while to adjust. I'm just imagining it being double when I have the bottom installed. And I think that's okay. I think it's fine. The braces don't go all the way back to the last tooth. They're actually, the 2 back molars on my right side don't have braces, and the 2 back molars on my left side do not have the braces. I'm not sure with the bottom braces, like how far back they're going to go. The adjustment up at the top is very minor, and the dentist said it's a very minor adjustment. It's my two front teeth, like my front tooth right here. This is my left side, so it's my front tooth here and this tooth here, and I feel like they're off a little bit. They needed to be corrected. I didn't want it to get worse. Everything else is straight, and then the bottom, it's the 2 front teeth. They are a little crowded. They are moderately crowded, and so everything else is straight. I had to have, full braces on the top and the bottom to have those corrections, even though the top is minor. The bottom is moderate crowding for the front 2 teeth, front 2 bottom teeth. Yeah, I look forward to the process. I'm getting used to how it looks. In the beginning, I was not liking the way it looked on me, especially since I had the color rubber bands that I was not happy with. But it was okay, now there's pink bands, and I don't mind it as much. I think it looks a lot different. I did expect the metal to be larger. Like I thought the metal band that goes across, the wire that goes across, I thought it would be thicker. I thought the braces, the little brackets would be larger, but they're not. I feel like they're, I don't know, maybe they're not sleek, but I think they look not too bad. Pretty excited, and I don't have any complaints. I don't have any complaints at all. I think eating with them is actually pleasant because of the whole, like, imagining the humpback whale and baleen, and I don't really feel like there's much pressure at all, really. and he just made a really minor adjustment, I think, in terms of discomfort. So it'll be interesting to see what the bottom feels like, and then what the top feels like when you really start cranking, the process along.